All right, Alexa, thank you. It's 7:44 right now. Counterfeit goods are a $1 trillion industry. Vendors sell everything from sneakers to sunglasses and even fake cosmetics and electronics.
So the cost of buying counterfeit goods, a lot steeper than you may think. So joining us this morning to explain the impact of this industry is Alastair Gray. He's the director of anti-counterfeiting for the International Trademark Association. So great to have you here. We kind of see this all over New York City, right? There's the counterfeits and everything else. But first, do me a favor, explain the difference. And, you know, to most, you may understand it already, but the difference between a counterfeit and then the things that we see online on TikTok and so on and so forth, which are called the dupes.
Right. So a counterfeit is a product that is trying to deceive a consumer into believing it's the real deal.
Yeah.
So it has the branding, the logos, the packaging, everything is supposed to look like the real thing. Whereas a dupe is an imitation. So it's trying to pretend to follow the kind of design and everything else, but it won't have any of those branding elements on it as well. So that's kind of where we're the two ways of looking at it.
So explain then the situation with the new Walmart bag that is causing quite a stir that looks just like the Hermes Birkin bag. That's considered a dupe then, I'm assuming.
In terms of the legal case, that's kind of the questions out there, but I think if you look at the way, this is not a new problem. This is a thing that's been going on for a long time. Small brands get affected by this, big brands get affected by this. And often it's whether kind of a company decides that it has the legal backing to go after an infringer. And that's when it's like the infringer is the key thing. Has it ridden on the coattails of that original product in the design and everything else? And that's what the International Trademark Association does, is kind of give people the resources to understand, okay, do I have a case here?
Is there a case? I mean, it's the working bag. Is there a case? I mean, it seems like it's just something that is trying to resemble something else, but it's a cheaper version, and why not?
Well, I think in terms of that question, it's an interesting one. It's kind of, are there key design elements that have kind of fall into that?
Yeah.
And could you put a side-by-side comparison and really say, okay, this seems to be an imitation of the design?
But some of them are so close. They look, I mean, exactly alike. And then you think about things like perfume and makeup. You can't really tell the difference besides, you know, maybe the packaging might be a little bit off. But how do you spot a fake then?
So I follow three key principles, really, which is price, product, and place. So price, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Yeah. That's the old adage.
Okay.
And then you have the product. Does it look off? Are there kind of packaging mistakes? Does it not feel like the real thing that you've already had before? And then the third one is place. Is this a legitimate kind of shop that I'm buying from? Is it on the street? Probably not where I'm going to be buying this stuff. Is it online where I don't really trust this shop because they don't have good reviews? I can't find any company information about it. Those are the three kind of red flags that I would go for.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people buy counterfeits knowing they're counterfeits, right? Like when you buy it on the street, you know that it's not real.
That's right, and we did a study, the International Trademark Association did a study a few years ago, which found that 79% of Gen Z had bought a counterfeit in the last year. So this is a real kind of trend that's going on. It's accelerated by social media. Everyone wants to get everything right now. They can get it from a place across the world, shipped straight to their door. And I think that's the challenge that we have as an association, is to really educate everyone in terms of counterfeits, the dangers, and really bring everyone together in the fight against this product.
Yeah, so who really is hurt here by this?
So people will say the industry, big industry, but actually it's the consumer. Fundamental level, they're the ones that are getting those products. They're putting them against their skin, they're wearing them, they're giving them to their children, whether it's kind of batteries and those kind of things as well in electronics. And that's in your home, that's sitting there waiting to possibly explode if it doesn't have the right electrical cutoffs and that kind of thing as well. So it's the consumer at the end of the day is the one that's being impacted most.
Yeah, I mean, the NYPD has done a lot of counterfeit seizures, right? So I guess, where do those all go?
Seizures generally get impounded and then they'll get destroyed. And I think that's one of the challenges as well, is there are huge volumes of this stuff that's being seized by the brand owners and law enforcement as well. And then it just sits there until a legal case is finished, but then it has to be you You've either got to just landfill it or you can try and recycle it, but that's so difficult when you don't know what's in the product itself. Is it toxic? You can't recycle this stuff because you don't know what's in it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that we have you here to educate our viewers, but how else do you educate folks about what to look out for?
So the International Trademark Association has the Unreal campaign, and that's a campaign that's been running for over a decade where we go into schools educating 13 to 24-year-olds in the dangers of counterfeit products and the reasons why we have IP as well. And so far we've reached over 90,000 students around the world.
Wow.
And so we're basically out there on social media as well, really trying to just tell this message. Look at those red flags. Where am I buying this from? And why you shouldn't support organized crime.
Counterfeit goods, by the way, could be sold on like an Amazon, right?
They can be sold everywhere.
Yeah.
Counterfeiters are really smart. They follow the trends. They follow the places where
Right.
people are buying.
But how do you know? If you're on the street, right, and someone walks by and they got a Louis Vuitton bag, right? How do I know that's a fake?
Sometimes it comes down to a real breakdown of the product. You've really got to look at the details. Are there things missing off there? Does it feel a bit different, like the leather doesn't really
Right?
feel
See,
like
but that's the
right?
idea. Right?
Yeah,
They're
but
walking by and they're just, oh, she's got a Louis Vuitton.
Even like how the logos line up against the seam is also a dead giveaway.
Oh, I usually look at the seams, yeah.
Well, I do on the street and say, what's the point? What's the point if we know it's a fake? Who you fooling?
Right,
anyway,
right.
Alastair, thanks so much for coming in and
Thanks
giving
very
us all
much.
this really helpful information. We appreciate it.
Thank you.